Hey folks, just want to give you my insight on the recent ammo shortage that we have been experiencing since the Newtown shootings and actually the few months before that. I know it's hard for a lot of us to get ammo right now for our firearms. A lot of us are in a state of panic and it's hard getting 22, especially 9mm. I'm going to give you a little story about my recent ammo run, as I call it, down when I was visiting family in Bloomington, Illinois. I was spending the week with my family and it was raining all week, so I was really bored and decided to go looking for some ammo for my gun. And I first started with Walmart. There was a 24-hour place on the east side of town, and I went in there at about 7:30 at night, and lo and behold, there were 3 boxes of 38 Special in the cabinet, 1 Federal and 2 Winchester. There's another guy waiting there with me, and he told me that there was 22 that was in the cabinet that morning, but it was gone before it even touched the shelf, literally. I haven't had a 22 caliber firearm since November. I sold it just a few weeks before the Newtown shooting, ironically. So 22 is not at the top of my list. It's not a priority right now. 38 is all I really need because I have several stub-nose revolvers that are 38 Special and 357 Magnum. So I decided to grab those 3 boxes of 38 and get out of there because they have a 3-box limit at the one down there at that Walmart. So I went home that night feeling pretty lucky. Okay, I heard from the grapevine that there was a truck coming in to the Dick's Sporting Goods right next to the Walmart the following morning. So I was told that the line started about an hour before opening. So I figured why not. Got there at 8:30 in the morning, half hour before opening, and sure enough, there were 3 or 4 other people waiting out there. It was freezing cold, it was windy out, but I figured why not, I'll give it a shot. And one gentleman I was talking to asked me what I was waiting for. I said 38 Special. He told me that there was a gun shop nearby that had some, and he said I should check it out. So I figured, alright, let's see what I can get at Dick's Sporting Goods first. The manager opened the door and told us the truck was an hour and a half late. So to kill some time, I ran over to this little gun shop and was rewarded with 2 boxes of Estate 38 Special. They were a little on the pricey side, so I figured why not. So I grabbed those 2, and I asked the owner of the shop if he had any 22 long rifle. He said, hold on, we'll see what we have in a minute. And he pulled out a container of Federal Champion nitrogen packed 22 long rifle, 325 cartridges. It was a little pricey, a little more than the Federal bricks you see for 550 count, but I figured why not, so I grabbed them and ran back to Dick's Sporting Goods. Got there just as the truck arrived, got in line, and we were each rewarded with a 100 count box of Remington 22 long rifle for $10. Talk about lucky. I still wasn't done. I ran across town to the Farm and Fleet, which is by the Interstate Center, and went to the back and saw 4 or 5 other people waiting there for ammunition. And there was about 5 or 6 boxes of 327 Magnum that was sitting on the shelf. Nobody wanted it because it's not a very popular caliber. All the shelves were empty. And we were waiting and waiting for somebody to come in from receiving and supply us with some ammo, and nobody showed up for a half hour. So I gave up, went next door to the other Walmart that's out there, went back to the sporting goods section and saw the same guy I saw at Farm and Fleet, looked in the case and saw 3 more boxes of 38 Special. There were 2 Federal and 1 Winchester this time. And the gentleman was waiting for some 30-06 for his rifle. So I called over the sporting goods guy, they opened the cabinet, I got my 3 boxes of 38, he got his 30-06. So, in retrospect, it was a very successful week, and these were both weekdays as well. This is not during a weekend, it's not during a Saturday afternoon, not during a Sunday morning after church. These are during weekdays when people are mostly at work, so you can avoid the crowds that way. I consider myself very lucky. I came home with 8 boxes of 38 Special, and 2 containers of 22 long rifle, all within 2 days, 2 business days. So, very successful ammunition run for me. I just want to give some insight on what to do. You might need to camp out at a Walmart for an hour or so while the truck unloads and stand around looking like you don't have a life, but that's what people are doing. You might have to get up at an ungodly time in the morning to wait outside of Dick's Sporting Goods to get something. It just happens. It's all about timing, folks. You just need to be there at the right time. There is ammunition coming to these stores. It does not have a very long shelf life. You just need to be there when it's there and grab what you can. I don't know how long this ammunition shortage is going to last. It may last a few months, it might last a few years, but there's just some tips for you on what to do and what to get your hands on. It's all about perfect timing, and it's also about word of mouth. I found out about that gun shop from the gentleman outside Dick's Sporting Goods, and got some more ideas as to where I can find some ammo in Central Illinois. So have a good day. God bless yours, and God bless the United States of America.